Hello everyone, it's Eliza McNamara here to talk to you today about the power of questions. What kind of questions do you ask yourself on a daily basis? Do you ask yourself negative questions or empowering positive questions? Like a positive question would be something like, how can I make more money? How can I lose weight? How can I get a promotion? And a negative question would be something like, why am I so lazy? Why am I so fat? Why am I so broke? And these questions that we ask ourselves are basically what programs our minds. The way that you program Google to come up with a keyword. Like, for instance, if you go to Google and you type in, why am I so fat? What are you going to get back? You're going to get a bunch of useless crap coming back to you. But if you go to Google and you type in, how can I lose weight? You'll get all of these different strategies that will teach you how to lose weight. If you go to Google and you type in, why am I losing so much money from my investments, you'll get all of these negative comments from all of these negative users. But if you go to Google and you type in, how can I make $50,000 a year trading, you'll get lots of useful information coming back to you. And see, what most of us do is we're constantly programming our minds with these negative questions, constantly, continuously, every single day, constantly putting all these negative questions into our minds. And the way your brain works is, like, you have all of these neural pathways in your brain, and if you do something enough times, you set up a neural pathway, a neural connection. And what this means in normal terms, in a simplistic way, is basically the more you do something, the more you've programmed yourself to do something. Like what Google's got now is they've got this thing where if you Google the same thing over and over again, Google will feed back to you what you want because they know what you want, and it programs your IP address, your specific IP address, to give you more of what you searched for in the past. Your brain is exactly the same. Your brain has these neural pathways, call it like the memory of Google, and the more you fire off these neural pathways to ask positive, empowering questions, the more you'll get positive stuff coming back to you. But if you ask negative questions, you will get negative questions coming back to you. That's why it's so important to be aware of the questions that you're asking every single day. Because I see most people, and they're constantly wiring themselves negatively. They're using their neural pathways to focus on negative things and constantly asking disempowering questions. But if you can be consciously aware of the questions that you ask yourself and preferably others, and continuously, repetitively, not just once, not just for 5 minutes, but repetitively, continuously ask positive questions, you will get more productive, more positive, more empowering answers coming back to you. You know, it's just like Google. Like, go out right now and go to Google and type in, why am I so fat? You will get the most ridiculous, most useless stuff coming back to you. But if you go to Google and you type in, how can I lose weight? You will get things that will actually help you to lose weight. And it's that simple. It's not complicated. You might think, what the hell's a neural pathway? What's a keyword? What is all this stuff? It's very simple. A neural pathway is something which you set up every time you ask a positive or a negative question. If you ask a positive question, your neural pathways will be positive. If you ask a disempowering question, your neural pathways will be negative. And if you are consciously aware of which one you tend to do naturally, then you'll know how your neural pathways are programmed to react in terms of what questions you are programmed to ask. And if you're around somebody, you can continuously ask them positive, empowering questions to help them to reprogram themselves. Because once you reprogram yourself, you can go out and start reprogramming others. And once you start reprogramming others, your life changes, their life changes, and then they can go out and do the same thing for someone else.